Hey there guys and girls, and welcome back to The Graded Gem. I'm Basehead Tom, and today we have another submission video, so let's jump straight into it. We're starting off with Alexander, or Profit Collectibles over on Instagram. We're starting off with the Shining Mew. We also have the Magneton from Neo 3. We have the Feraligatr, the Pichu Reverse Foil, the Macho May First Edition. We have 2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those. We have the Venusaur from base set 2, the Bisaflor First Edition, the Glurak First Edition, a Charizard from base set 2, Simsala First Edition, Chansey from base set 2, and he said Chinera from base set 2, Pipey, we have Clefairy from base set 2, a Gyarados, and a Gyarados from base set 2, the Nocturne, and Hitmonchan from base set 2, Turtok, First Edition, Blastoise base set 2, we've got a bit of a theme going on here, Quapo, oh we haven't hit it there, we've got the Clefable base set 2 instead, and then the Poliwrath base set 2, we have Mewtwo, Raichu, and the Raichu from base set 2, Volnona, and Ninetales, Zapdos, and Zapdos, the Pichu Reverse Foil, again, the Nidoking First Edition, Nidoking base set 2, Magneton First Edition, Wigglytuff base set 2, Wigglytuff base set 2, the Nidoqueen base set 2, the Scyther base set 2, the Pidgeot base set 2, and Venomoth from base set to finish. I know the Venomoth was from Jungle No Symbol. Connor distracted me by being next to the camera. Next we move on to Chris, who has got the Ralts from Shiny Vault. We have the Quagsire, I love that Pokemon. The Vulpix, the Oranguru, the Magnemite Altaria, one of my favourites of all time. Magnezone, Mewtwo GX, Gyarados GX, and Charizard GX. We have the Buzzwole, the big old Denny Pokemon. Sudowoodo, Rockruff, Froakie, Shuppet, Malamar, Inkay. We have Raichu GX, Xurkitree, Gliscopod GX, Gabite, the Magneton, the Charmander, Rayquaza GX, the promo there, Reshiram GX, Lucario GX, Zygarde GX, Lunala's Gold promo there. We have the Aether Paradise Conservation Area Gold card, the Rowlet from the Shiny Vault, and the Charmander 2, the Tin promo Charizard, the Moltres Zapdos and Articuno GX, Giovanni's Exile Full Art, 2 of those, of the Zapdos Holo, the Lunala GX Gold card again, the Solgaleo Gold card, Rayquaza GX, Noivern GX, and on the very end, we have Greninja GX. Thank you very much for submitting those, Chris. And next we move on to Fabian. Fabian's got the Rocket Scyther First Edition, the Brock's Ninetales from Gym Challenge, Suicune First Edition, Neo Revelation, Nocturne First Edition from the German base set. We have the Lieutenant Surge's Raichu Gym Challenge First Edition, Slowking Neo Genesis First Edition, Koga's Ditto Gym Challenge First Edition, lots of First Editions here, Pikachu, Turtok, and another Turtok. We have Erica's Venusaur, Blaine's Arcanine, Erica's Dragonair. I've never understood what is with the little water bubble on Dragonair's throat. Giovanni's Machamp, Blaine's Moltres, incredibly hard card to grade that one. Shillock, Shiggy, Glutexo, Shining Raichu, Brock's Vulpix there. Meowth, the Fruit Roll-Up promo. We have the Venusaur from base set 2, Entei's Reverse Foil, Glurak, Bissonosp First Edition, Dark Charizard, Kabuto with the Wizard's Stamp there, as you can see. We've got the Venusaur, the Shining Magikarp. I love the gold Magikarp and the red Gyarados. Gloomander. We have the War Turtle with the Wizard's Stamp as well. The Dark Charmeleon, Turtok, Dragonite First Edition from Fossil, Shining Noctowl, Pikachu with the Wizard's Stamp, the Marill Blackstar promo there. We have the Bisasam First Edition and the Blastoise as well to finish it off. Thank you very much for submitting those, Fabian. A huge submission now from Marcel, who has sent in some German base set First Edition. We can see the Gluraks, the Bisaflors, we have the Turtoks and the Zapdoses there. I might even miss one of these if they're in English because of the amount we've got. We've got the Raichu, the Pipey. We've got lots of Pipey actually. Pipey is making a grand appearance in this. We have Quapo. I do like saying the German names more and more. The kind of... It gets like a competition. Can I pronounce them right? I still don't know because no one's told me yet in the comments. We have the Nocturnes as well. Lots and lots of those. Nidoking, Magneton, and we've got lots of German base set First Edition here. You must have opened a lot of these cards, a lot of packs, and possibly booster boxes. Gyarados is making up some of the space in this stack too. Chinera is there. We have more Chineras than we know what to do with. Volnonas. I do like Ninetales' base art. I know I always say base art is a little bit basic. Brilliant, pun intended. But it does look good. they're just not doing a lot. They're just standing there. Like, they've like modelled for these photos. I think that's what it was. I think it was like their first time getting into this, you know, and they've just modelled. We've got Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz First Edition Gym Heroes, Misty's Tentacruel, and we've got Dark Charizard from Rocket as well, a few of those. Charizard from Evolutions Hollow. This is the current graded gem meme. We want one of these back in a 10. Okay, we want one of these back in a 10. So whoever does it will get a big thumbs up from me. We've got Erica's Dragonair. You'll also get a PSA 10 Charizard Hollow from Evolution. So, I mean, it's pretty good for you too. Blaine's Charizard, Blaine's Arcanine. We got the Eevee from the Shiny Vault, Leafeon GX from the Shiny Vault 2, Dart Weezing First Edition from Rocket, the Charizard base set, Sylveon GX from Hidden Fates, Charmander pre-release Evolutions Hollow there. I wonder if that gets a 10 easier than the normal Hollow. We have the Machamp 2. Lapras with Teeth from Japanese Fossil. We don't like Lapras with Teeth. Lapras with Teeth is weird. Reshiram Charizard, the Mewtwo and Mew GX. Tapu Lele GX Gold. Tapu Fini GX. Tapu Koko GX. And Tapu Bulu. We have Rocket's Hitmonchan EX there from Team Rocket Returns. Giovanni's Persian. And Lieutenant Surge's Raichu for stack number 1. We move on to Marcel's second stack here, and we start with the Rocket's Zapdos, Rocket's Scyther, Koga's Beedrill. I'm not in shot. There we go. Misty's Gyarados, Koga's Ditto, Lieutenant Surge's Magneton, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, the Blastoise Reverse from Crystal Guardians, the Dark Muck Reverse from Team Rocket Returns, Rayquaza GX from the Hidden Fate Shiny Vault promo. We have Raikou, Entei Reverse Foil, Voltorb Shiny Reverse Foil thing from Stormfront. We have the Entei Reverse promo from Neo 2. We have the Lapras with Teeth from Fossil. Told you already my thoughts about this. We have the Deoxys there. Jirachi. I like the holo on this Jirachi. He's cool. Feraligatr from Expedition. Dark Ampharos. Dark Slowking. Ponyta, another one of these shiny boys. I do like these shiny boys. Charmeleon. We have Dark Crobat. The Espeon from Neo Discovery, Brock's Vulpix with the Wizard's Stamp. Keeps popping up in more and more places. Recently, we have the Ancient Mew and another one with another Ancient Mew. That makes 2. We have the Machamp First Edition, as they all like to be. Blaine's Arcanine. We have the Gold Zekrom card there from Legendary Treasures. Awesome card. Nearly as good as the Radiant Collection that also comes in those packs. We have Ponyta, Psychic Energy, Bill, Dugong. We've gone back to German base at First Edition. Mashok. We have the Lightning Energy. Shillock. Tangela. More Lightning Energies to get you zapped in the mood. There we go. We've got the Trank. Parenta. Mashok. Ratical. Dodu. Full Chef Professor Ike. Nebulac. Sandan. We've got the Leaf Energy. Outwitch. We have Detector. Shiggy. Macholo. Gloomander. Bisasam. Bissanosp. And Energy Zooge-winning. I don't know if I said that right. Super Energy of Zaljas, Outwish, Pokemon Handler, Pipey Puppy, Parenta, Glutexo, Tauboga. There we have Doppelt Farblos Energy, Beleba, Pokedex, the Pokemon Flute, as well as Gloomander, Bisasam, Abra, Fucano, Bissanosp, Kadabra, Carpador, and Durob. We move on to the third and the final stack here. Let's hope I didn't press stop recording when I hit the spacebar. I didn't. It's all good. We have... Oh, move out my way, pile number 2. There you go. We have Parenta to start this one off. And Dratini, Electro Ball, Charmander base set Shadowless there, Energy, Leaf Energy, Bill, Psychic Energy, Water Energy, Glutexo, Durob, Plus Power, Nebulac, Gloomander, Traumato, Sandan, Energy Abzalja, Gyarados, Volnona. We have Quapo, we have the Reshiram and Charizard Hyper Rare from Unbroken Bonds, the Moltres Zapdos Articuno Hyper Rare, Zygarde GX from the Shiny Vault. It is just a policeman transformer type thing. Noivern GX, Lucario GX, the big bad boy Charizard GX himself. We have Zygarde GX, Charizard GX. The one that comes in normal Hidden Fates. We have the Charizard GX SM211 promo. We got a few of those. Lucario, Hiker, the Stained Glass Birdinos promo. We have promo Tapu Lele GX Gold. We have a Rayquaza Gold Star there. Ancient Muse. And we got Ancient Muse galore. We have Tapu Fini GX gold card, the Espeon from Neo 2, Lunala's gold card, Xurkitree GX, Lucario GX, Mount Coronet, Solgaleo gold, as well as the Rayquaza. So we got all the promos there. The Pikachu Shadowless from base set, the Gyarados Charizard sticker there. We love these are cool. The Poipole, a couple of Poipoles, Celesteela, Buzzwole, the Denny Insect, we have Lucario, Voltorb, Magneton, a couple of those, Frogadier, Alolan Vulpix, Quagsire, look at him, he's so happy, Rowlet, Electro GX, Kartana GX, Alolan Ninetales GX, Leafeon GX, Mega Charizard EX. Full art, we have the Drampa GX, Scizor, Altaria, Mewtwo, Mega Charizard EX, a couple of those, the Charizard Reverse Holofoil. We got the proper holo as well from Evolutions, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. We have some of the full arts and some of the Rainbow Birdinos on the end. Then we move on to the Hidden Fates, Cynthia. We got a couple of those. Then we've got Immortal Phoenix Gearfried, Infernoble, Knight Renaud, Pot of Extravagance, Chaos Space, and Chaos Space. So thank you very much for submitting those, Marcel. Next up we have Regina, who has sent in the Lapras there. We have the Charmander, awesome holo. We have the Charmander from the City Championships, the Charizard from Boundaries Crossed, and a Charizard from CP6 as well. The Dark Blastoise Reverse Foil. We have the Tyranitar, Salamence Winner promo. We have a Charizard there from Stormfront, the Gyarados Gold Star Japanese, the Salamence EX, and the Houndoom as well on the end there from Skyridge. Thank you very much for submitting those, Regina. Next up we have Anthony, and Anthony has the Mewtwo from Expedition, the Machamp, the Golem, Alakazam, Magneton. I love this Magneton art here from Aquapolis. Dark Dugtrio, Dark Arbok, Dark Dragonite, Brock's Rhydon. We have Blaine's Arcanine Japanese, Mysticidra pre-release, the Brock's Vulpix with the W stamp, the Wizards of the Coast stamp there. We have the Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, Aerodactyl, Dark Machamp, the Squirtle first edition base set there. Brock's Ninetales Gym Challenge first edition, Erica's Clefable, Nidoking, Kingdra, Lieutenant Surge's Magneton, Alakazam from base set 2, Koga's Beedrill there from Gym Challenge. We have the Scoop Up, the Crazy Eyes Weedle there, the reverse foil, and the Machoke to go along with it. We have the Dark Gyarados, Dark Machamp with a Nidorino reverse, Seadra reverse, Muck from Fossil. We have Dark Weezing from Rocket, Sabrina first edition, Steelix Neogenesis, Kyogre, and Groudon. Best buddies, as we all know. We have the Pokemaniac full art, the Gyarados GX, Charizard EX, White Kyurem EX, Dark Rage EX, Zoroark GX, Lycanroc, Toxapex full art. We have the Palkia G, Level X, Giovanni's Exile, Umbreon EX full art, as well as the Steelix, the Blastoise and Piplup, the Mewtwo, the Charizard promo from the Collector's Tin, as well as the Armored Mewtwo, the Diancie, Giovanni's Exile, and on the very end we have Xurkitree as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Anthony. Next up we have Jordan, and Jordan has started off with the Mewtwo Transparent. We also have the Charizard Transparent, the Charizard normal tops cards, followed by the Pikachu Transparent, a couple of those, and the Pikachu tops card. We have a Charizard from base, two of those actually, Dark Charizard from Rocket, the Reshiram and Charizard GX, the Charizard and Braixen, the Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions and Flashfire, the Charizard EX promo, the Dark Raichu first edition from Rocket, and the Rocket Zapdos Gym Challenge as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Jordan. Next up we have Hugo, who starts off with the Volnona. We have the Quapo, Alakazam, Tortank there, which is slightly different. We have Levainard, Dracalfio, I can't say these, Melofi, Leviator, Tignon, Macagnor, as well, a few of those. There we have the Nidoking, Chinera, Pipey, Magneton, Nocchan, Mewtwo, and a Magneton on the end. Thank you very much for submitting those, Hugo. And we move on to Trevor, who's trying to play the meme build here. We got the Charizard Evolutions on the front. We want to see that in a 10. Alakazam from base, Mega Charizard EX full art, Mega Blastoise EX full art, and the Mega Venusaur EX full art as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Trevor. Next, we have Connor, who has submitted the Bulbasaur from Detective Pikachu, the Charmander, the Charizard, the Arcanine, the Magikarp, and the Greninja, the Detective Pikachu, the Mewtwo, the Machamp, Jigglypuff, Snubble, Lickitung, Ditto, Slacking, Charizard GX, Metagross GX Hyper Rare from Guardians Rising, and the Shiny Vault equivalent, the Greninja GX from Detective Pikachu, the promo there, the Raichu GX Full Art, the Blastoise GX Full Art, actually 2 of those, and an Eevee GX Full Art promo as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Connor. Next up we have Joshua, who has submitted the Umbreon GX Sun and Moon Hyper Rare, the Charizard and Braixen GX Hyper Rare. We have the Shadow Mewtwo from Pokken Tournament. We have the Alolan Vulpix from Shiny Vault, the Charmeleon, the Charmander, Eevee, Zoroark GX, Rayquaza GX, Mewtwo GX, Tapu Koko GX, Reshiram GX, Decidueye GX, Articuno GX, Cynthia, the Latios GX Hyper Rare, and the Latios and Latias GX Hyper Rare as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Joshua. Next up we have Will, and Will has the Twin Energy Hyper Rare there from Rebel Clash, the Power Plant, this Energy from S3, Venusaur and Snivy GX Hyper Rare, Marshadow and Machamp GX Hyper Rare, Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff looking very angry, the Hyper Rare there, Team Yell Grunt Hyper, as well as the Rillaboom VMAX Hyper Rare as well. Thank you very much for submitting those. Next up we have Matilda, who has submitted the Charizard from Base. We've actually got 2 of those, the Clefairy, the Mewtwo, Alakazam, Venusaur, Misty's Golduck, Magneton from Fossil, Gyarados from Base, a Raichu, and a Nidoking as well. Best of luck, Matilda. Another big submission now, this time from Andy. We start off with Imakuni's Doduo of the Dark Ivysaur winner promo. The Psyduck here with a kind of look on his face. We have the Chikorita, the Cyndaquil, a couple of those, the Pichu, Dragonair, Ivysaur, Bulbasaur looking into what is either a sun or a flower, or it could be a sunflower. We have Quilava, Magby, a couple of the Magbies, Pikachu, I like this Pikachu, he's cute, Mewtwo, and a couple of those, Venusaur, Umbreon, Espeon, Umbreon again, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Light Jolteon First Edition Neo Destiny. Beautiful, beautiful card. Dark Quilava, Totodile in the Rain, Totodile First Edition Neo Genesis there, as well as the Quilava, Sudowoodo, Pikachu, of the Typhlosion there. Look at that, as a pose. We have Dratini made of Plasticine, Charmander, Charmeleon, Lass, Blaine's Charmander, Eevee, Suicune, Blastoise from Crystal Guardians, Dark Gyarados, Dark Golduck, a couple of those, Dark Dragonair, Dark Dragonite, Rocket's Meowth, that's right, we have the Pichu, Darkrai, we have Gengar from Japanese Fossil Sabrina's Gengar, Misty's Gyarados, Dark Gyarados, the Kangaskhan, Rocket's Scyther, Rocket's Moltres, there's normal Moltres there, we have Venomoth, Rocket Zapdos, Volplume, Celebi, Espeon, Dragonair, a couple of those, Erica's Dragonairs there, the Umbreon, Flareon, Azumarill, we have Crawdaunt for some reason, Dragonite, and another Dragonite there, we have Tyranitar, Sabrina's Alakazam, Blaine's Arcanine, Quilava, not Quilava, Typhlosion, even definitely Typhlosion. We got a couple more Typhlosions there, and we move on to the second stack of Andy's cards. Let's place them over to one side, and we move on to Typhlosion, Meganium, and the other Meganium there, the Feraligatr and the other Feraligatr. So obviously we've got the Neo and the promo file ones. We have the Pichu, Bisaflor, Mewtwo, Volnona, Gloomander, a couple of those, Pikachu, Shillock. We're seeing a lot of German base at first edition today, boys and girls. We have Charmander from the City Championships, I believe. Yep. Ninetales EX. We have the Reverse Raichu, Magneton, Neo Rev first edition, Gengar level X. I like the eyes on this Gengar. Look at that. The holo pattern looks really good. Ninetales from base, Flareon, Delta species there, Espeon, Umbreon as well. I quite find it funny that the evolutions, Delta species, are just themselves, or else they'd just be one of the other evolutions. We've got the Charmeleon reverse, the Beedrill reverse, Electivire. We have Island of the Giant Pokemon. We have Charmander, the stray Pokemon. Team Rocket's Jessie. We have Shelder Top's Foil there. Hitmonchan. Rhyhorn. We've got Pokemon Emergency. Tentacool and Tentacruel. This awesome die-cut Metapod. Metapod should not look that cool. Squirtle clear card. We have Ledibur Capture. Charizard EX. Charizard Holo from Evolutions. Charizard Reverse. Mew Holo from Evolutions. The Mega Venusaur EX. And the Full Art as well to go alongside it. Venusaur EX. Mega Blastoise EX, and the Mega Pidgeot EX. Love this Pokemon. Mewtwo GX Full Art, Rayquaza EX, Ho-Oh EX, Zapdos EX with the Plasma logo, Articuno EX. That just looks so sick there. Really like it. The Full Art, the Mew Full Art, Zekrom, Tornadus. We have Charizard from Boundaries Crossed, Darkrai Cresselia Legend, Part 1 and Part 2. We have the Mewtwo EX, Reshiram EX, the Moltres EX, Blastoise, Pidgeot. I like this. This is cool. This reverse there. Eevee. We have the Mewtwo promo, Different Dimension Ground, Royal Knight of the Ice Barrier, Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End, Dragoonity Knight Vajana, Red Nova Dragon, Thousand Dragon, Mizuki, Mystical Space Typhoon, Enemy Controller, and on the very end we have Toon World as well. Thank you very much for submitting all of those, Andy, and best of luck with your grades. Next up we have Lee, who submitted the one card, but it is the big bad boy Charizard GX from Hidden Fates, the Shiny Vault. Best of luck, Lee. Next up we have Maxim, and Maxim has submitted Simsala, Turtok, Chinera, Macho May First Edition, Mewtwo, Gyarados, Pipey, Magneton, Glurak First Edition, and a Bisaflor as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Maxim. Next up we have Tom, who has got a gigantic submission here, and we're going to start off with the Kangaskhan. Nidoqueen, Pidgeot, Pinsir, Venomoth, Venusaur, Meganium, Entei, Suicune there. We have Blastoise, Aerodactyl EX, Xerneas, Xerneas Break, Xerneas Hyper Rare, Xerneas EX, Xerneas Full Art, Xerneas EX, Xerneas EX, Xerneas EX Full Art, Xerneas. Gloomander, Glutexo there. We have Glutexo again, Glurak First Edition, Bisasam, Bissanosp, Bisaflor, Shiggy, Shillock, Turtok, Mewtwo, Simsala, Nidoking, Zapdos, and Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. And then we've got a couple of the SM211 Charizard promos. We have the Gyarados promos and a couple of the Raichu promos as well. So that is stack 1 for Tom. There we move on to stack numero dos. We have, so this is TCG Hidden Fates. It popped up on the screen. Guess what we're seeing? We're seeing Hidden Fates, guys. We've got the Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Paras, Scyther, Pinsir GX, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard GX there. I can see some sleeves that I'm going to need to swap into clear sleeves there. Got a couple of those Charizards. The Magmar Reverse, the Psyduck, Slowpoke, Staryu, Starmie as well. GX there. The Magikarp, Gyarados GX. A big fan of Hidden Fates, as always, on this channel. We got the Vaporeon, a couple of those, and we've got a few more as well. Lots of Vaporeons. Pikachu Reverse, Voltorb, Electro, Jolteon, Zapdos, and the Holo there. We have the Ekans, or Snake Backwards, Arbok, Coughing, Wheezing, Jinx, Mewtwo, GX, Mew Reverse, Geodude, Graveler Reverse, Golem, Onyx GX as well, Cubone, Clefairy, a couple of different Clefairies, a Clefable, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff GX, Mr. Mime, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Farfetch'd, Chansey, we got Kangaskhan, Eevee, and on the end we have another Eevee, and now we move on to Tom's third stack, and we pull it down to reveal the Eevee. We'll start with Eevee again. We got big old Frank there, big Snorlax. We got Bill's Analysis, Blaine's Last Stand, Brock's Grit, Brock's Pewter City Gym, Brock's Training, the Holo, Erica's Hospitality, Giovanni's Exile, Jesse and James, as well as the Holo there with the Blue Rose, Koga's Trap, Lieutenant Surge's Strategy, Misty's Cerulean City Gym, Misty's Determination, Misty's Water Command, as well the Pokemon Center Lady, Sabrina's Suggestion. We've got the Full Art Birdies there, the big old silver background, Giovanni's Exile, Jesse and James. We've got quite a few of those. Then we've got the Rainbow Birdies. Then we go into the Shiny Vault. So we have Scyther, Rowlet, Dartrix, Wimpod, Pheromosa, Charmeleon, Alolan Vulpix, Wooper, Quagsire, Froakie, Frogadier, Voltorb, Xurkitree, Seviper, Shuppet, Inkay, Malamar, Poipole. We have Sudowoodo, Riolu as well there. A couple of those. Lucario, Rockruff. Lots of rocks and lots of roughs there. I feel like there's 2 cards there, but Buzzwole. We have Sorrowa, Guzzlord, Magnemite, Magneton as well. Magnezone, Beldum, Metang, Celesteela, Cortana. We have Ralts, Curlier, a couple of Curliers, Diancie, Altaria, and a couple of those. Then we move on to the 4th and final stack. And we have, starting, a Gibble. Big Gibber. We have Gabite, Garchomp, Eevee, Swablu, Noibat. Big old Noibat there. We have the Oranguru, Type Null, Leafeon GX, Ho-Oh GX, Articuno GX, Nihilego, Naganadel, Lucario, Lycanroc, Noivern, Drampa, Guzma. We've got Mount Coronet, the Mewtwo EX Full Art, Marshadow and Machamp, Alola Muck and Muck. We have Reshiram and Charizard, Eevee, and Psyduck Munch retrospective cards there. We have the Pikachu from Evolutions, Dark Alexander from Rocket, Dark Arbok from Rocket, Dark Charizard, Dark Dragonite, Dark Dugtrio, Dark Gyarados, Dark Machamp, Dark Magneton, Dark Weezing, Dark Slowbro, Dark Vileplume, the Rainbow Energy, and the Dark Raichu. Then we've got some tops. We have Ghastly, and another one, Haunter. So these are an animation edition. Gengar, we have the Gengar Spectra, or the Gengar foil as well. Mystery at the Lighthouse with a big old Dragonite. We've got the Islander Giant Pokemon foil. Ash catches a Pokemon foil. Bulbasaur and the Hidden Village. We have Bye Bye Butterfree, Pikachu, Poliwhirl, Nidoking, Ditto, looking like Pikachu. I love that card. I think that's so sick. We have the Arbok, Geodude punching his way through the card. We have a Die-Cut Oddish, a Die-Cut Alakazam, Series 2 Topps trading cards foil there, as well as the normal one, the checklists. We have the Slowbro foil, Grimer foil, Cloyster foil, Hypno, Electrode, Execute, Cubone, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Lickitung, Coughing, Kangaskhan, Horsey, Seadra. We have James, we have Jesse, Showdown in the Pewter City. Here comes the Squirtle Squad. Squirrel. We have Pokemon Scent Station. Very strange. The Tower of Terror. Haunter versus Kadabra. We have the Path to the Pokemon League. Pokemon Emergency. Tentacle and Tentacruel as well there. We have the Zapdos from Hidden Fates. We have the Ultra Instinct, Goku's Kamehameha. Vegeta's Final Flash. Vegeta's Final Flash Shells Earth Destroying Kamehameha. We have Beerus, the God of Destruction returns. Can't pick that up there. And we also have Majin Buu's Human Extinction Attack. And we have Beerus Universe 7 Divine Functure as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Tom. And next up, we have James. And we're starting off with the Scyther. We have the Pikachu promo from Sword and Shield. A couple of those. We have the Charizard from base set. Zacian V Hyper Rare. Charizard and Breaks and GX Hyper Rare. We have the Charizard V Max. A couple of those. We have the Charizard V. Nidorino first edition base set there. Zapdos from base set 2. Vaporeon from Jungle. Venusaur. Not Nidorino. Venusaur Shadowless. We have the Blastoise. Latios EX. Totodile from Neo Genesis. Azumarill, Mega Gengar EX. Mega Gengar scares me. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there. And we got so many of them. Why is there so many Mega Gengars? Let's get rid of the Mega Gengars because they're scaring me. Yep, there's more of those. We have Dark Venusaur Winner Best of Game promos. We have quite a few of those. You have lots of these. We have a Houndoom, Moltres Stained Glass promo. The Rainbow, we have the Noivern GX, Snorlax VMAX Hyper Rare, Umbreon and Darkrai GX, Zoroark GX Full Art, Noivern GX Full Art there, Charizard and Breaks and GX, Dragapult VMAX, Charizard GX from Hidden Fates. How many of those do we have? That many. We have Charmeleon as well. Quite a few of the Charmeleons. Charmander, not too many of those. Mr. Mime, no symbol. Electro, no symbol. Nidoqueen, no symbol. Venomoth, no symbol. Scyther, no symbol. Victory Bell, no symbol. Flareon, no symbol. Venomoth, no symbol. Dark Charizard from Rocket. And the non-holo. And the holo. And the non-holo. Charizard base at 2. Charizard from base. Charizard from base. Charizard from base. Charizard from Legendary Collection. Charizard from base. I can see you trying to get me. Glurak. Charizard. Sylveon GX. Umbreon GX. Espeon GX. A couple of those. The Glaceon. Eevee. More Eevees. Cynthia. SM211 promo there. The Charizard. And we've got quite a few of those to end. So thank you very much for submitting those. And best of luck with your grades. Next up we have Sunshine Games 123. We have the Charizard from Dragon Majesty. Flying Pikachu. Mega Lucario EX. Mega Blastoise EX. The Venusaur EX. Mega Blastoise EX full art. We have the Reshiram. Sylveon from Radiant Collection. Pikachu from Radiant Collection. Mega Charizard EX. Xerneas GX. Mega Pidgeot. Palkia. Dialga. Reshiram. Dragonite EX. Reshiram full art. It looks really cool, that promo. Zapdos from Evolutions. Here comes Team Rocket. The Executor. Delcatty Celestial Storm Staff pre-release. Charizard EX. Pikachu with Sylveon and Chespin. We have Moltres. Pikachu Generations promo. Charmander Shadowless. Venusaur from base. Ho-Oh GX Hyper Rare there. We got the Executor again. Surfing Pikachu. Muck. Charizard Radiant Collection. Mega Venusaur EX. Pikachu EX. Imakuni's Doduo. Raikou GX. Mega Charizard EX full art. The Mega Lucario EX full art. Quite a few of those. Mega Manectric as well. I forgot Manectric was a Pokemon. Mega Lucario. Charizard from base. Eevee, the McDonald's promo. Pikachu, the McDonald's promo. Charizard Evolutions Holo. Let's see if one of these can get a 10. We have the Regigigas second place. Pokemon League Reverse. Lunala Gold on the end as well. Thank you very much for submitting those and best of luck. Next up we have Stewart. Pokeball 99. My brain just tried to say the Instagram rather than the real name. We have Mewtwo GX. We have the Shining Rayquaza, Suicune, Raikou, and Entei. We have the Entei reverse full. Charizard from CP6. A triplet of those. Charizard V. We have the Shining Jirachi. And we've got Charizard V Max as well. We got V Max to the max here. Lots of Charizard V Max. And a Charizard EX XI121 promo to win that. Thank you very much, Stewart. I nearly did it again. Nearly just said your Instagram. Next up we have Kushti Mush cards. And that is Acid Trap Hole, Ring of Destruction, Green Kappa, Dragon Negro de Ojos Rojos, Avenging Knight Parshath, Charizard and Braixen GX full out the Mega Charizard EX, Charizard GX from Detective Pikachu, Celebi from Neo Revelation, and the Vileplume GX Hyper Rare as well. Thank you very much for submitting those. Next up we have Gavin, who has submitted the Pikachu V. We've got this card. I hate it when I see a trainer's name in Japanese because my brain just stops. The Eevee V, Steelix V, this guy, Pikachu V, Charmander from the Ultra Shiny GX, Mewtwo and Mew, Sizzle V, Charizard V, Colossal Hyper Rare there. We've got Misty and Lorelei. We have Mew, Ancient Mew there, the Nintendo. Oh, it's the 2021. I was like, that holo's different. We've got this. We got the Psyduck. We got the Koga's Ninja Trick First Edition Gym Challenge. We have Greninja and Zoroark Gold Card from Tag All Stars. We got Squirtle. And we have a sad Detective Pikachu on the end. Thank you very much for submitting those, Gavin. Next up, we have Alan, who submitted the one card. And it is this Venusaur First Edition. I think this is Chinese or Korean. I'm not too sure. I can't read those languages. But yeah, thank you very much, Alan, for submitting that. Next up we have Luke, who has submitted the Zacian V Hyper Rare from Sword and Shield, the Sword Doggy, which is better than the Shield Doggy because we're playing Pokemon Sword, or was playing Pokemon Sword, on the channel as our game of choice. Thank you very much for submitting that, Luke. We move on to Jack, and we have the Rayquaza EX, the Charizard Reverse, the Charizard EX, the Charizard Promo, the Charizard Base, the Charizard Reverse Promo, the Entei Reverse Promo, the Pichu Reverse Promo, and this Charizard as well, which is different. Thank you very much for submitting that, Jack. Next up we have Scott, and Scott has submitted Uxie Level X, Mega Venusaur EX Full Art, and Mount Coronet from the Shiny Vault as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Scott. Next move on to Adam, who has the Dark Arbok from Rocket, Nidoqueen Jungle First Edition, Scyther from Base Set 2, of the Zapdos, of the Lugia from S3A, and the Zapdos from SM12A as well. Thank you very much for submitting those. We move on to Michael. Michael has the Latias EX, Spoink Reverse, Magikarp Reverse, Salamence, Raikou, Blaine's Arcanine, Rocket's Moltres, Lugia, Legend, Flying Pikachu, Surfing Pikachu, Floatzel, GL Level X, Mewtwo Gold Star there, Lugia Crystal Hollow, Skarmory EX, Kyogre EX, Aerodactyl GX Full Art, the Lugia Hollow, Leafeon, Celebi, Suicune, Birthday Pikachu, Metagross Gold Star, Raichu Shadowless, Raichu from base, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, Dark Raichu there from Neo 2, I think that's Dark Raichu. We got Raichu, Raichu EX, and more Raichu EXs, Raichu Level X, Charizard Reverse Promo. We have the Entei Reverse Promo, the Pichu Reverse Promo, the Erika's Venusaur from Japanese Gym, Koga's Beedrill, Giovanni's Nidoking, Blaine's Charizard, Blaine's Arcanine, Blaine's Moltres, not Rocket's Moltres. We've got Giovanni's Gyarados, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, Rocket's Zapdos, Sabrina's Alakazam, Sabrina's Gengar, Rocket's Mewtwo, Giovanni's Machamp, Giovanni's Persian, Koga's Ditto, and Sabrina's Jinx as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Michael. We move on to Isaac, and Isaac has the Mega Blastoise EX Full Art, Mewtwo EX Full Art, Mega Charizard EX, Mega Venusaur EX, Charizard EX, a couple of those, the Mega Blastoise EX, and the Dark Charizard on the end as well. Thanks for submitting those, Isaac. Next we have Charlie, and Charlie submitted the Charizard Base 2, Charizard Evolutions. We got Jinzo. We also have the Invisibility Cloak there as well, Rothus the Traveler, Ultra Instinct Sign Son Goku, the Azumarill, and the Moltres Zapdos Nidoqueen GX Stained Glass Birdinos as well. Thank you very much, Charlie. And then we have Kieran. Kieran has submitted the Ordinary Rod Secret Rare there from Sword and Shield, as well as Bede, the Sword and Shield trainer as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Kieran. And we have Mark. Mark has submitted Alakazam Base Set First Edition, Blastoise Base Set First Edition, Chansey, Clefairy, Magneton, Mewtwo, Raichu, Venusaur, Zapdos, Shining Magikarp, and Shining Gyarados. All first editions there. Most of those from base, and then the Shining Gyarados and the Shining Magikarp to end that up on. Congratulations on some fantastic cards, and best of luck your grades. Next up we have Noel, and Noel has submitted the Macho May first edition. We have two of those. We have Machamp and Machamp. There's all different languages here, I see. We've got Gyarados and another one, Simsala, Nidoking, Simsala again, Zapdos, Mewtwo, Blaine's Charmeleon first edition, a couple of those. Blaine's Charmander, Charmeleon from, I don't know what base set that is, Carabafi, Carapace, I believe that's French, Glurak there, Onyx from the Southern Islands, Pidgeot, their best in the game, Shining Lugia, Ivysaur, pre-release, a couple of those. We have the Dragonair pre-release, Mesprit pre-release as well. We have Lugia Pop Series 5, Pop Series 5, Espeon EX Full Art. We have the Espeon GX Hyper Rare, Venomoth from Jungle, a couple of those, Mr. Mime there, no symbol, Electrode. We have Pidgeot, Scyther, Claydol EX, Rocket Scizor EX, Scyther even, Latias EX, Swampert EX, Metagross EX, Jirachi EX, Raichu EX, Gengar from Fossil. We have Zapdos, Articuno, Hitmonlee, Haunter, Dragonite, Dark Magcargo, Dark Tyranitar, Dark Weezing, Charmeleon, Dark Marowak, Dark Golduck, I thought it said Dave Golduck for a second, Dark Raticate, Tyrogue, Ivysaur, we have Salamence, Charmander, Salamence, Charmeleon, Pikachu with a very cool shape, actually, I like that one, Charmander, we have Hitmonchan, we have Charizard, Latios, Mewtwo, Charmeleon, Gyarados, and Absol as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Noel. Next up we have Danny, and Danny has submitted the Machamp first edition, as they all like to be there from base set. So thank you very much for submitting that, Danny, and best luck with your grade. Next up we have Jamie. Jamie starts off with the Rayquaza, amazing rare, the Rayquaza Holo, the Mewtwo and Mew GX Gold. We have the Giratina and Garchomp Gold. We have Regigigas, Dialga, Shield on one of those. We have Mamoswine, Giratina, Magnezone, Pikachu, Piplup, Shaman, Manaphy, Lucario, Mew, Deoxys, Darkrai as well. The winner's silver medal. I think it's a silver medal there. Pokemon Center Lady as well. Got a few of those. Pikachu from the 15th anniversary, I think. I really like that one. We have the Cyndaquil sleeping on the logs. Totodile swimming in a Pikachu dressed up as a Rowlet. You know, Pikachu can do what he wants. Pikachu with what looks to be a donut. Pikachu on a boat. Pikachu with his sailor mates. Shibuya's Pikachu. Comedian Pikachu. We have Pikachu with some flowers. Pikachu reverse foil. And the Entei reverse foil. The Espeon. The Eevee. The Umbreon. Pikachu Polish. Pikachu Spanish. Pikachu French. Pikachu German. Pikachu Japanese. Pikachu... Oh, maybe this one's Spanish. I have no idea. Pikachu Chinese? Pikachu English. There we go. I know that one. We got some more of these as well. I wish I knew all of the different languages, but I don't. Thank you very much for submitting those, Jamie. Next up, we have Ross, and Ross starts off with the Charizard. We go the Dark Charmeleon and the Blaine's Moltres from Gym Heroes as well. Best of luck with your grades. Super hard card to grade that Blaine's Moltres, but best of luck. Next up, we have Hollie and Chris. They've got the Celebi Pokemon Forever promo. We have the Rapidash from the Pokemon Center New York. The Ho-Oh as well. The Suicune Pokemon Forever. The Mew Black Star promo. The Snorlax. The Charizard from base set looking worse for wear. Charizard from base set looking a little better. The Venusaur. That was just, yeah, the Venusaur, the Blastoise, the Mewtwo, and the Entei reverse promo as well. So best luck with your grades. Next up, we have Richard, and Richard starts off with the Articuno. We have the Hitmonchan, the Venusaur, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Hyper, the Full Art there, sorry, Shining Lugia, Shining Ho-Oh, Charizard and Braixen GX, Reshiram Charizard GX, Charizard GX with those three, Charizard and Braixen GX and more, Reshiram and Charizard as well. Thank you very much, Richard, for submitting those. Next, we have Poke Darkrai Adventure. We're starting off with the Yu-Gi-Oh card, okay? We got the Blue Eyes White Dragon there. We have the Ghost Rare Dark Magician. There we go. We have the Shining Mew and the Charizard VMAX from the start deck as well. Thank you very much for submitting those. Next, we move on to Joe, who starts off with the Rainbow Energy First Edition, the Metal Energy, Lugia, Kabutops First Edition Fossil, Ampharos Neo Destiny, or Neo 4, Ampharos from Neo 3, Pichu, Nido Queen base set 2, Metagross Gold Star Japanese, Shining Gyarados, the Welder Full Art, Misty's Favor Full Art, the Mega Sableye Tyranitar Hyper Rare, the Frosmoth Hyper Rare, Sabrina's Gaze, and the Primal Koga EX as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Joe. Next up, we have Kamran, and Kamran starts off with the Charizard V. We have the Ghastly, Charmander, Espeon, Doduo, we have the Magneton there, we have the VMAX Charizard as well as the V Charizard Porygon, we have Hitmonlee, Warturtle, and the Volplume reverse from the Southern Islands Japanese as well. Thank you very much for submitting those. Next, we move on to Lorna. Lorna has submitted the Reverse Charizard from Evolutions, the Charizard Holo from Evolutions, the Charizard from Base, two of those, and the Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions as well. Best of luck, Lorna. Next up, we have Jack, and Jack starts off with the Charizard Reverse. We have a couple of the Charizard Vs, the Charizard GX from Hidden Fates, Charizard and Braixen GX, and the GX Full Art promo as well. Blastoise and Piplup GX, Venusaur and Snivy, and the Full Art promo. We have the Charizard GX SM211, we have the Gyarados SM212, and the Raichu SM213. We have Marnie Hyper Rare, Oleana Hyper Rare, Milotic V Full Art, Espeon and Deoxys GX promo. We have the Umbreon Darkrai promo as well. Eevee GX Full Art, Mewtwo GX, and another one, and another one, and a different one, and an Entei GX, Machamp Break, the Moltres promo, the Articuno, and the Zapdos to go along with it. Viridian Forest, the Giant Bomb, the Ordinary Rod there. We have the Pokemon Ranger Full Art. We have Grimer with Sabrina's Gaze, Colossal V Full Art, Shining Jirachi, Shining Mew, Shining Genesect, Jesse and James. We have Guzzlord GX, Lycanroc GX, Kartana GX, Alolan Vulpix, Quagsire the Derpy Boy. We have Eevee, Charmander, Charmeleon. Then we have a Charizard from base set, a Charizard reverse promo foil. We have the Rockets Moltres first edition, Zapdos reversed Aquapolis, Rocket Zapdos Gym Challenge, and Erica's Venusaur as well to end that on. Thank you very much for submitting those, Jack. Next up we have Richard, and Richard has submitted the Sabrina's Gengar. We have the Dark Doug Trio, Gengar first edition from Fossil, Magmar first edition, Ninetales from base, Poliwrath from base. We have the Blastoise, Rockets Scyther Gym Heroes, Charizard from base, and the Rockets Mewtwo from the Japanese gym set as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Richard. We move on to Owen, and Owen has got the Gene Warped Warwolf. It's like a werewolf, but for war. We have the Spiral Serpent and the Cyberdark Dragon as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Owen. Next up we have Robert, and Robert has submitted the Snorlax V-Fuller, as well as the Stonjourner VMAX Hyper Rare there from Sword and Shield. Thank you very much for submitting those, Robert. Next up we have Ali, and Ali has submitted the Reshiram and Charizard GX, the Charizard and Braixen GX, and another Reshiram and Charizard GX as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Ali, and best luck with your grades. Next up we have Ben, and Ben has submitted the Clefairy, Aerodactyl from Fossil, Gyarados from base, Zapdos from Fossil, Wigglytuff from base 2, Koga's Ditto, Rocket Scyther, Jumpluff, Kingdra. We have Bellossom, Heracross, Mewtwo, Hitmonchan, Machamp first edition as they all like to be, Blastoise, Rocket Scyther, Misty's Golduck, Giovanni's Gyarados, Giovanni's Machamp, Rocket's Mewtwo. We have the Rocket Trap there, Giovanni, I nearly forgot his name. We have Mewtwo, no, Ancient Mew. Here comes Team Rocket, Rocket Sneak Attack, Dark Charmeleon, Dark Dragonair, Dark Electrode, Kangaskhan. We have the Scyther, Venomoth, Umbreon Reverse, Gengar, Camerupt, Ninetales, Raichu, and on the very end we have a Dark Dragonite and a Dark Gyarados. Thank you very much for submitting those, Ben. And we move back onto Josh. Josh has got a Typhlosion, Neogenesis, Feraligatr, Neogenesis First Edition, Typhlosion 18, Neogenesis, Feraligatr of number 4, Neogenesis, Tyranitar. I think that's a reverse there, Expedition. It's so hard to tell. We have the Entei and Raikou Legend, and the Entei and Suicune Legend as well. The Rayquaza and Deoxys Legend. And on the very end, we have Team Magma's Groudon. Thanks very much for submitting those, Josh. Next up we have Jordan, and Jordan submitted the Reds Pikachu. We have the Luigi Pikachu Half Art, the Mega Charizard, the Pretend Pikachu there, Team Skull Grunter Pikachu Holding Flowers, Charizard EX promo, the Misty's Favor, and then we've got some Final Fantasy cards. We've got Aerith, the Chocobo, Sephiroth, we have another Chocobo, we have the Pikachu promo, the Tauros First Edition Jungle, Weepinbell, Venonat, Oddish, Jigglypuff, we have Spearow, Paras, and Vileplume, Wigglytuff, Pinsir, and Venomoth as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Jordan. Next we move on to Mo, and Mo has submitted the Mewtwo Delta species there from Holland Phantoms, Vaporeon, Umbreon, we have the Explode National Championships, the Machamp National Championships, Salamence EX, Pikachu there promo, Dragonite Game Boy promo, the Venusaur Game Boy promo, the Rainbow Birdies in Japanese, Zapdos EX, Moltres EX, Gengar EX, Charizard Crystal Guardians Reverse, and the Holo as well. Reshiram and Charizard GX, two of those. Charizard and Braixen GX, and the Rillaboom VMAX Hyper Rare from Rebel Clash as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Mo. Next up we have Oystein, and Oystein has sent in Flareon First Edition, Hypno First Edition, Muk First Edition. Then we got the Zapdos, as well as the Moltres, the Articuno. We have an Eevee from Aquapolis, Mr. Fuji there. Regirock Gold Star, Registeel Gold Star. We've got the Typhlosion from Neo 1. We have the Psyduck, the Eevee, Rowlet, Pikachu, and Mimikyu Munch promos. We have a Metal Energy from Versus. We have this Charizard Prismatic Big Boy. We have the Pokemon, so there's Charizard, Cardass Prism as well, the Mewtwo, the Mew, the Scyther, Dragonite, Pokemon Fan Club there, plus the Minun. See? Minun's cool. God of War, the shiny God of War actually, Celebi, Ivysaur, we have the Charmander, Delta species, the Celebi, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon as well. We have Hellas Volnona. This won't get graded. I'm going to bet it. Hellas Flamara, Hellas Aquana, and Arctos as well. I don't think those last ones will get graded because they're not English. However, best of luck with your grades. Next up we have Josh, and Josh has sent in a Blastoise, a Venusaur, Nidoking, Raichu, Charizard, Alakazam, Articuno, Magneton, Ditto, Gengar, Dragonite, Raichu, Haunter, Muk, Hitmonlee, Hypno, Dark Dugtrio, Dark Blastoise, Dark Charizard, Dark Slowbro, Dark Magneton, Dark Blastoise, Dark Charizard. Here comes Team Rocket. Dark Hypno, Dark Slowbro, Dark Arbok, Dark Raichu, Dark Machamp, Dark Dragonite, Venusaur from base set 2, Poliwrath, Pidgeot, the best Pokemon that has ever been. We have Ninetales, Clefairy, Nidoqueen, Blaine's Moltres as well. We have Rocket's Hitmonchan, Erica's Vileplume, Rocket's Scyther, Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz, Misty's Seadra, Erica herself, Kingdra, Skarmory, Feraligatr, Poliwrath, Wobbuffet, Yanma, Umbreon, another Umbreon, and we finish on the Tyranitar as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, and best of luck with your grades. Next up we have Ryan, and Ryan has submitted the Clefable from Jungle, Hypno, Blastoise EX, Blastoise from base, Gyarados, Blastoise, Venusaur, Venusaur from base at 2, Erica's Venusaur, Nidoking, Dark Arbok, Kabutops, Hitmonchan, Hitmonchan from Evolutions, Dark Dugtrio, Dark Charmeleon, Charizard from base set 2, Charizard from base set, Ninetales, Charizard Reverse Fall from Evolutions, Lugia there from Fates Collide. That is a cool actual holo. Pidgeot, Snorlax from Evolutions, Erica's Clefable, Alakazam from base set 2, Mewtwo, Haunter, Alakazam, Surfing Pikachu, Pikachu from Generations, Magneton, Zapdos, Raichu Reverse from Evolutions, Raticate Reverse, Salamence there, Brock's Grip Full Art, wonder what that tastes like, Misty's Determination, Scizor EX, Mega Blastoise EX, Mega Charizard EX, the Machamp Break, Mega Altaria EX, Mega Alakazam EX, and the Nidoking Break as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Ryan. Next up we have Alex. And Alex has submitted the Shining Charizard, the Reshiram Charizard GX, the Rainbow Birdies, a few of those, Tapu Bulu, the Big Gold Shiny Vault. We have the Reshiram Charizard GX, Charizard CD promo, Zapdos from Fossil, Reshiram Charizard GX Full Art, and the Charizard from Crystal Guardians as well. Best luck with your grades. Next up we have John, and John has submitted the Feraligatr, and another one, a Typhlosion, and another one, and another one, and another one. So thank you very much for submitting those, John. Hopefully your Feraligatrs and Typhlosions get great grades at PSA. Next up we have Nathan, and Nathan has submitted the Milotic EX, Jirachi, Ledibur Reverse, Marill Reverse, Mew Reverse, Vileplume, Slowking, Marill, Ledibur, Togepi, Mew, Vileplume, Slowking, Marill, Ledibur, Togepi, Mew, all the reverses there, and a few of them from the Southern Islands. Giovanni's Persian First Edition of the Mew EX, Pikachu Full Art from Cosmic Eclipse, and one from SM11B, the Japanese set. We have Shining Arceus, Shining Mew, and Shining Rayquaza as well. Thank you very much, Nathan, for submitting those. Next up we have Ed, and Ed has submitted the Charizard EX of the Mario Pikachu, the Luigi Pikachu Half Art, the Luigi Pikachu Full Art, the Mario Pikachu Half Art, and the Mario Pikachu Full Art. We have the Magikarp Poncho and the Gyarados Poncho as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Ed. Next up we have James, and James has submitted a decent sized stack here of what I believe is all Yu-Gi-Oh! We have Plunder Patrol Ship Mark, we have Ignister A1 Land, Kujikiri Curse, the Lightning Storm, Gizmekaku, the Supreme Shining Sky Stag. That's what I want to be known as, the Supreme Shining Sky Stag. We have Adichie at Ignister, Sky Tracer Ace Rose, Picari at Ignister. We have Redbeard, the Plunder Patrol Matey, Sales Pitch there with the Pot of Greed. We have Plunder Patrol Ship Bran. We have, oh no, that's not a Yu-Gi-Oh card. We have Yamcha, Merciless Barrage, Machikabadu, the Broken Seal, Sin Shenron, Unison of Calamity. Why has Shenron got arms? He's a dragon. We've got SS Gotenks, Absolute Unison. We have Cell, the Dark Parasite. SS Trunks, God Sealing Technique. Zeno, Cosmic Unison. That's the guy who just is like the ultimate being, right? I think so. Vegito, Unison of Might. Son Goku, Rival Seeker. Sin Shenron, Universe of Calamity. Cinderace VMAX full art there. Milo full art. Ninetales V. Sableye V with his gem eyes. Of Lapras V. Victini V. Professor's Research Hyper Rare. Indeedee V full art. Lapras VMAX. Of Zamazenta V. Zacian V full art. Bead Secret Rare. We've got the Snorlax VMAX. Morpeko VMAX. Morpeko VMAX Hyper Rare. Charizard GX. Bolton V. Did I say... Yeah, I did say GX there in the middle of all the V cards. I got a little confused. Malamar V. Indeedee V. Yes, Indeedee. I got confused. Zacian V. The Scoop Up Net Hyper Rare. Milo Hyper Rare. Charizard GX SM211. Giovanni's Exile. Morpeko V. We have Wobbuffet V full art there. Team Meow Grunt full art as well. Cramorant V. Zacian V. Dragapult V. Oleana Hyper Rare. Sonya full art, Milo full art, Toxtricity VMAX, Copperaja VMAX, two of those, Ninetales V full art, Toxtricity V, Inteleon VMAX, Cinderace VMAX, Dragapult VMAX, Tool Scrapper Hyper Rare, we have Cinderace VMAX Hyper there, Milo, Copperaja V full art, Toxtricity V full art, Cinderace V full art, Stonjourner VMAX, we have Marnie's Hollow, Delmise V, Stonjourner VMAX, Tapu Koko V, Celebi V, the Metal Saucer Hyper, the Ordinary Rod Hyper, the Stonjourner V full art, and the Marnie full art as well to end that. Thank you very much for submitting those, James. Next up we have Pokekek, and we start off with the Magneton First Edition in German, the Quapo, Bibor, Digdry, Arcanine, Glutexo, Dugong, Dratini, Parenta, Fucano, Alpolo, Bissonosp. Two of those, we have Kadabra, Kokuna, Mashok, Nidorino, Quapuzzi. We have Ratical, Jurob, Shillock, Abra. We have a couple of those. We have the Bisasam, Rorpi, Glumanda, Digda, Traumato, Nebulac. A couple of those. Malcholo, Safcon, Nidoran, Male Onyx, Pikachu, Quapsel, Ponyta, Rafrat, Shiggy. Let's get Shiggy with it. We got Tangela, Hornleo, Super Energy Abzalga, Super Trank, Energy Abzalba, Tausch, Fighting Energy, Fire Energy, Leaf Energy, Lightning Energy, Psychic Energy, Water Energy. Then we got Poliwrath First Edition base set there, Raticate First Edition base set, Seal, Abra, Diglett, Metapod, Pidgey First Edition base set, very, very cool. Staryu, Revive, the Psychic, the Water. We have a Venusaur base unlimited, Dugong, Machoke, a couple of those, Squirtle as well, Super Energy Removal, Pokedex, Professor Oak, the Double Colorless Energy, Curse of Dragon. Then we have Shixalensendrak, Torwachta, don't know. Striker Dragon, Abominations Prison, Starliege Shafert, and Invocation as well. Whew, thank you very much for submitting those, Pokekek. Next we move on to Adam, and Adam has the Alakazam. We have the Blastoise, Chansey, we have Charizard, Clefairy, Gyarados, Hitmonchan, Machamp First Edition as they all like to be. We have the Magneton, Mewtwo, Nidoking, Ninetales, Poliwrath, Raichu, Venusaur, and the Zapdos as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Adam. Next up we have Alessio, and Alessio has sent in the Charizard V, and we've got two of those. The VMAX, we have the Necrozma, the Zekrom, and Pikachu. Charizard VMAX, they have the Charizard Japanese base, Dark Charizard, Haunter, Zapdos, Muk, Lapras with Teeth, Hypno, we have Kabutops, Haunter again, Dragonite, Articuno, Charizard. We have the big bad boy shiny Charizard there, Moltres, Charizard CD promo. A Charizard Korean, I think, CV6. So I don't know if that'll get graded. We have the Dark Gyarados. We have the Master Ball there. A Gyarados, a Zapdos, Machamp, Nidoking, Mew, Clefairy. We have Ninetales, Mewtwo, and we have Gyarados, Chansey, Poliwrath, Magneton, Hitmonchan, Raichu. We have Charizard, Gengar, Erika's Venusaur, Blaine's Charizard, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, Shining Ho-Oh promo, Charizard V, the Mewtwo and Mew GX. We have the Giratina and Garchomp, Greninja GX, Guzma, and I think it's called Nihiligo. I've completely brain melted there, but thank you very much for sending those in, Alessio. Next, we move on to Daniel, and Daniel has submitted the Dark Charizard. We have the Dragonite WB stamp, the Charizard Reverse Evolutions, Magearna, Reshiram and Charizard, Lapras VMAX, and the Lapras V Full Art as well. Look, no teeth. Very, very good. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks for submitting those, and best luck with your grades. And we move on to Ben, and we have the Pikachu. We have a Raikou Lost Thunder pre-release, the Ho-Oh, Shining Rayquaza, Shining Arceus, Shining Lugia, Shining Ho-Oh Igglybuff. We have Lily. We have the Latias. Whoa, cross-hatch craziness there. We got the Reds Pikachu, the Full Art Pikachu, Celebi EX, Magikarp, and Wailord. The Mewtwo, the Big Shiny Ho-Oh, the Stained Glass Birdinos, Lycia, Misty, Jesse and James, Giovanni's Exile, the Apricorn Maker, I think that is, the Pokemon Fan Club, Copycat, Whitney, Lily. We have Team Rocket doing something crazy, and the Copycat Crosshatch Hollow as well. Thank you very much for submitting those, Ben. Next up, we have Tyson, or Yugi and stuff to sell over on Instagram. We have the Reshiram and Charizard GX, Charizard Dragon Majesty. We have a few of those. Quite a few of those. We've got the Meganium. And we go out to Charizard and Meganium again. There we got quite a few of the Meganiums. Do we have that many of the Feraligators too? Lugia as well. Everyone loves Lugia. Charizard and Braixen GX, even with his wing fingers. Reshiram and Charizard GX. Nave heard that you'll never be able to unsee it there. Lugia has wing fingers. We have the Feraligators. We got the Typhlosions as well. So these are the Neo Premium file promos here from the Japanese Neo set. We've got the Level Ball Reverse, Volcanion, a couple of those, the Pichu Reverse, Entei, I like these half hollows, End Resolve, Kiawe, Regigigas, Espeon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Charizard GX. We have SM201, that was the number of it, my brain completely melted. We got a few of those, quite a few of those. Where'd you get all these tins from? I want some. I want to open some Hidden Fates. Look at that. There's loads of these. How many of those do we have? Oh, that was the last one. We have the Blue Eyes White Dragon with the tablet in the background. Quite a few of those too. These are from LC01. I don't know the set off the top of my head. I feel like I should though. We got, yep, we've got loads of those. Oh, wait, is that different? I don't think that's different. We've just got lots of them. Thank you very much, Tyson, for submitting those. Next up, we have Piranavan. And we start with Dependable Brother Son Gohan, Ultra Instinct Saiyan Son Goku, Rayquaza from the Hidden Fates promos. We got this Charizard VMAX as well from the starter deck Charizard, and we've got quite a few of those. You bought quite a few of these starter decks by the looks of it, and we've got some of the Charizard Vs that go alongside it as well. Thank you very much for submitting those. Next up, we have Matthew, and Matthew has submitted the Ninetales V Full Art. We have the Ninetales Reverse Full, Kabutops Crystal Hollow, Nidoking Crystal Hollow, Charizard from Evolutions Hollow, the Reverse as well, the Blaine's Charizard Gym Challenge, the Reverse Full Charizard from Legendary Collection, Son Goku, the Awakened Power, a couple of those, Beerus Universe 7, Divine Vanquisher, Son Goku, Hope of Universe 7, SSG, SS Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Son Goku, Soul Striker Reborn, otherwise known as Super Saiyan Blue. We have Miraculous Fighter SS3 Gogeta, Ultimate Force SSB Vegito, Son Goku and Vegeta Apex of Power, SS4 Vegeta Peak of Primitive Power, SS3 Scramble, Raditz Vegeta and Broly. We have Hit Pride of Universe 6 and Dependable Brother Son Gohan to end it as well. Thank you very much for sending those in, Matthew. Next up we have Dominic. And Dominic starts with the Salazzle GX Hyper Rare. We have the Charizard GX, Tapu Bulu, God of War, Tapu Fini Full Art. We have the Darkrai, Squirtle Base Set First Edition there, Lapras Fossil First Edition, Charizard, Dragonite, Bulbasaur first edition with the length error of the Mewtwo, Alakazam, Zapdos, Blastoise, Magneton there. We have Chansey, Hitmonchan, the Charizard Holo from Evolutions, Hitmonchan again, the Venusaur, Ninetales, Magneton, Gyarados, Raichu, Mewtwo, Ninetales, Poliwrath, Charizard, Clefairy. We have the Blastoise, Alakazam, the SM211 Charizard, the Magneton, the awesome Magikarp XY promo, the Gyarados as well, looks amazing. We have Machamp Base at first edition, Shadowless, Snorlax Jungle first edition, Hitmonchan as well there as the Heatran GX Unified Minds Hyper Rare. Thank you very much for submitting those, Dominic. Next up we have Matthew, and this is our final submitter for this video. We start with the Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman. We have the Elemental Hero Rampart Blaster. It's really hard to read these. We have the Elemental Hero Shining Phoenix Enforcer, the Tempest, Elemental Hero Chaos Neos. This is the Ghost Dragon. Look at that outline. Really cool. Elemental Hero Bubbleman, Elemental Hero Aquaneos, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, the Blue Eyes White Dragon Ghost Rare, looking awesome. The Blue Eyes White Dragon Ghost Rare again, looking amazing. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon. We got Seto Kaiba doing something. Blue Eyes White Dragon with the planet in the background, a Ghost Rare, a Blue Eyes White Dragon, another Blue Eyes White Dragon, with loads of Blue Eyes White Dragons, basically, that all look different and all look pretty cool. Obelisk the Tormentor. We have Slifer the Sky Dragon, and a different type of rarity there. Slifer the Sky Dragon, the Winged Dragon of Ra. Obelisk the Tormentor. Look at the God cards in all their different forms. We have the Dark Magician Girl, and Dark Magician Girl again, and again. We have the Dark Magician, Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician, There's so many different arts for all the same characters. Dark Magician, Red Eyes, Black Dragon. A few of those. That has green text. Look at that. That's pretty cool. The Red Eyes, Black Dragon. Oh, wow. This just has different colors for its text. How weird. Nibiru, the Primal Being. This thing, 10,000 Dragon, Tri-Horn Dragon, Serpent, Night Dragon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Loves its dragon. This one is a Rainbow Dragon. Which I want to see what it looks like on camera. Can I get it? There we go. It looks pretty cool. Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End, the Gate Guardian, the Armed Dragon level 10, Magician of Black Chaos, Black Magic Ritual, Victory Dragon. So they even have a Victory Dragon. Gemini Elf, Winged Karibo, basically a dragon. This dragon, Dark Magician Girl, something, Pot of Extravagance. Oh, I forgot. The right arm of the Forbidden One. Blue Eyes, White Dragon. Red Eyes, Black Dragon. Tri-Horned Dragon. Exodia, the Forbidden One. The left arm of the Forbidden One. We have the Gaia, the Dragon Champion. Monster Reborn. Dark Magician. The left leg. The right leg. And this lady at the end with her demons. And for this submission video, guys, that is everything. So make sure to keep your eyes peeled for the next part of the submission videos, and as always, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.